Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our WRAL Coats for the Children special. This is where we really get into the holiday spirit, the spirit of giving back to our neighbors. Hello, everyone. I'm Deborah Morgan.
And I'm Gerald Owens. For more than 3 decades, WRAL has partnered with the Salvation Army for this event to get coats to children in this community whose families can't afford one. Now, we want to thank all the generosity of our viewers. The Coats for the Children has raised more than $2 million over the last 34 years. We've collected tens of thousands of coats for local children.
And over the next 30 minutes, we're going to introduce you to some of the community partners who play a big role in the success of this endeavor. You're going to hear from people who have benefited from your donations and first-hand stories that showcase the dire need for adequate winter clothing.
And it is obvious we're doing this outside for the first time. You just heard a fire or ambulance go by. But this is since 2019. We haven't done this. We had the pandemic
been a while.
Kept us under wraps for a while. Our volunteers are back at WRAL. They are in person, ready to take your phone call. Here's the number to call. It's 919-595-5005. Let's keep the volunteers busy. We want to hear from you. And again, all the donations stay local.
That is the important part of this campaign for sure. And you don't even have to call to give. You can also scan the code right here on your screen with your phone to be able to donate, or grab your phone or laptop and go to WRAL.com/coats to make a secure donation of any amount you choose.
The WRAL Coats for the Children Day of Giving began at 6 o'clock this morning, and we've had people here all day taking pledges over the phone. And during our special at 1 o'clock, we received some very generous donations from the community.
Well, we are so inspired by your generosity, that is for sure. We're going to take a look now at where the fundraising total stands. And this is my attempt at a drum roll.
All right, wow.
$83,059. That is amazing. What an incredible day so far. But, this is really when we're in the home stretch, and it's so important for y'all to pick up the phone right now. Join us in this very important cause. WRAL's Dan Haggerty is live at the Wake County Salvation Army, and we want to make sure that the Salvation Army definitely has the means to be able to give out coats to children this winter.
That's right, and Dan, we are counting on our loyal viewers to help us with this mission that's so important.
Well, after hearing that total that we're at so far, we have some people in this community that really care about this cause, and the children who deserve to have a warm coat, a warm jacket over these holiday months where we know the temperatures drop. Let them know that we are caring about them, and with a total like that, clearly they will. Here at the Salvation Army, this is where the coats will come, and of course this is an organization that works so hard in this community to help everybody in need. The coats that you donate, if it's money or if it's a coat, there is a process that it goes through. They partner with a lot of different companies in the area, cleaners who will go in and make sure all the coats and the jackets are ready and clean and fresh and just like new for everybody who they're going to go out and go to. And the need now has been bigger than it has been in years. We've spoken to some people, a lot of people who work with children, for instance, Cumberland County Schools and a social worker there, who talked about how important it is for kids to be not just warm going to school, but the importance of the confidence that they have, knowing that they have a warm jacket, that they have something they can feel good in as they go in to learn for the day.
Well, particularly in the wintertime, we do see the need in children that need coats once they get off the bus and are coming into the school. Sometimes we will see children get off with a very thin jacket. Sometimes they will come in and they will have on a coat or a jacket that is much too big for them, which indicates to us that maybe the whole family, that mom or that dad or that big brother or sister, has taken off their coat and given it to their younger brother or sister. And sometimes we'll see children that come in and they have put their arms inside of their clothes to sort of keep warm. And so we just try to check for those things. And school is really the best place to be able to do that because we see them on a daily basis.
They see the need, and of course, you know the need, and you know how important it is to help the children out there. I was lucky enough earlier today to be part of one of the phone banks that we were doing and listening to all the amazing people call in and donate. I just was handed a list before I left from some of the people who are answering calls saying that a woman, Gloria Jones, called in and gave $500. Sandy Hackney gave $525. Jake Williams giving $1,000. So I can't, it feels so good to be a part of this and to see and listen to the generosity that comes in for all of the people in need in this community, guys.
Yeah, donations of any size are so important,
Yeah.
Dan, and it does warm your heart when you talk to people who are making that commitment. Thank you, Dan.
That money goes such a long way. You know, there are some people who may be watching this for the very first time, but Chiesi USA, they have been part of this for years and years and years. Alan Roberts is here with us now. Why do you want to be a part of this event?
It's just part of our core values. We want to be a force for good, and I think that speaking to societal improvement, environmental improvement, I mean, that's what we're all about as an organization. So that's one of our fundamental values. And so, but giving back to the community is certainly something we want to do.
Alan, you have turnover at your company just like we all do. What do new people say when they come to your company and they become part of this effort?
I think, Gerald, it's been really important that for the values we stand for, the people join Chiesi because of the things that we do stand for. They like things like this as far as our involvement in the community and all the things that we do to be involved and give back.
It really does set you apart from other companies out there because the community spirit is part of what makes your employees happy.
I think it's what everybody's striving for these days. I mean, I hope that we're at the forefront of that. We're a B Corp certified organization, which means that we're measured by our societal give back, our environmental give back, but at the same time, I know all companies are striving in that same effort.
You know, Alan, we're standing here, and we've got, yes, imitation snow blowing in front of us to create an environment, but a lot of families out there are going to deal with real snow, and they won't have the proper coats and clothing to get through this winter. It's important for all of us to remember that.
Yes, sir. No, absolutely. I mean, that's the one thing our team always rallies around. We've got people sitting inside, manning the phones, really just helping out the effort overall. So I'm really proud of the team overall.
All right. Well, we know that you are here with a very big check, so we can't wait to have you turn it over and present
I'm more than pleased on behalf of the 300 plus employees.
All right.
For the U.S. and then 6,000 plus for overall for the world. $5,000 on behalf of this effort.
That is
thank you
huge.
so
Thank
much,
you
Alan.
so much,
Thank you so much
Alan.
for your
And
efforts.
Chiesi.
We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Again
guys.
this year, you're such a great community partner with us.
I appreciate
Thank
you guys.
Awesome.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right. What do we do with this? Put in my big giant
We
wallet?
will go put it right in the bank.
All right, we're so thrilled to have volunteers back in person, answering your phones, taking your pledges. 7 different organizations have been with us today, helping with our phone bank.
Yeah, we love our volunteers who are here. And like Dan was saying, they're listening to the stories out there. Thank you, guys. WRAL's Kat Campbell is inside the phone bank right now. Kat, tell us about the turnout. And I hear those phones ringing.
It is buzzing in here. We are loving it. We've got a lot of excitement. We just had a $300 donation, a $500 donation. We have WRAL teamed up here to help out. You can see Joe Fisher. We have the Salvation Army here with us, and Chiesi Pharmaceuticals has their own employees here working. And I want to give a special shout out to our friend Doug over here. Hey, Doug, you are winning so far. What is your total up to in donations that folks have donated so far? You've taken in how much?
$5,000.
$5,000 Doug has taken in so far. You guys are really delivering. We have one phone line open here. Doug's going to take that call right now. This is my spot. I am going to be $10,000 donation. Come over here, you guys. Joe Fisher taking a $10,000 donation.
The woman on the phone does not want to be identified right now, but she's just thrilled to be able to donate to the children.
Well, thank her so much for us, $10,000. Thank you guys so much. We are so impressed with the community giving back so much. I'm sure that we're going to reach the goal. You know, the local Salvation Army offices, they serve 140,000 people. So we've got a long ways to go. We've still got to get all those folks warm winter coats this season, especially as temperatures begin to fall. But I know that the community can meet the need. Every single person sitting here is on the phone right now except me, but my spot is open. And as soon as I set down this microphone and get off the air here, I'm going to be taking that seat. So give us a call. We are going to be taking your donations through 7:30 this evening. And if you do miss us this evening, maybe you don't have time to get back and donate over the phones, we will leave the donations open on WRAL.com/code. So however you can donate, please consider doing so, or donating your gently used coats. You know, if you got to go through the closet, find some coats that, you know, just aren't your style, don't fit, especially for kids, try to drop those off at
What
your
a magical
local Jiffy
moment
Lube.
there, Kat. $10,000. That's
incredible.
wonderful. Thank you to whoever it was. We really appreciate it.
You know, and we think about a coat costing about $50, so that is kind of the pledge
do the
that we
math.
like to ask. Yeah, so $10,000 certainly going to buy a lot of coats.
Yeah.
You know, for $125, you can donate and get a coat for a child as well as a toy, so your money's going to go such a long way. Look at that, a complete winter outfit as well for $125. That means, you know, gloves and a scarf and mittens and things to be able to really keep children warm, as well
And
as
a
the
toy.
coat. Yeah.
Or several.
Really.
I mean, that last woman, we really appreciate.
That's just incredible.
She's just helped
Yeah.
out a lot of children
That is
in our
great.
area.
We have a lot more to share with you tonight. Coming up, we're going to check in with Sarah Kruger, who is at the American Tobacco campus in Durham.
So let's get those phones ringing. We want to keep them ringing. We'll go back to the phone bank after the break, and we'll check on our fundraising total at that point. We have $10,000 to add to it at least.
Giving a little can help a lot. Donate to WRAL Coats for the Children today.
There's a lot of families in our community who are dealing with crisis and stress during this season, and just the gift of a coat or some financial support can help make a difference.
There's always a need, and so what we were able to benefit and receive from the community from this Coats for the Children campaign helps us to help them.
The gift of a coat or the financial support to buy a coat for a child is one part of bringing that stability to these households.
We are asking for the community to continue to partner with WRAL, with the Salvation Army, to assist us meeting those needs. So every dollar, every gift that's given gives us an opportunity to continue to allow hope to march on in our community.
Welcome back to the 34th annual WRAL Coats for the Children campaign. You know, this started back in 1989 with a telethon and then a toy drive.
Boy, and you hear from the Salvation Army, they're really on the front lines. They hear that need day in and day out. So much has changed since the very beginning. Yeah. We didn't have snow at the very beginning. I've been a part of about 30 of these. A lot has changed too, and it grows bigger and bigger each year, and that's the exciting part of this.
Yes.
And WRAL's Sarah Kruger, she is at American Tobacco campus. She has been there all day, and she has a message from such a supportive business community about this campaign. Sarah?
Deborah, listening to you all and hearing those donations come in over the phone, wow, that has been amazing. And seeing these physical donations, the coats out here, has also been incredible. Now we have more generosity. It just keeps on going with a special message from University Ford, one of our business partners in our Coats for the Children campaign.
Hi, I'm Valanda Calloway for University Ford, where we make it all about you. And that's why we are so excited to partner with the Salvation Army to support WRAL's Coats for the Children campaign. University Ford has been a part of the Durham community for 36 years, first at our location downtown and now here on 15501 in Durham. We look out for our neighbors, and that's why we are so excited to donate $2,500 to the WRAL Coats for the Children campaign.
Wow, $2,500. Thank you so much to University Ford. It is really just incredible to hear the generosity from all of our viewers from this community, and these dollars, these donations stay right here. And, you know, as a new mom myself this year, my son is almost 1 year old. Children, just such a special place in all of our hearts. And to think about where these dollars are going, where these donations are going, I mean, what more could you ask for to be able to help children as it just gets colder and colder outside? We thank you all so much for this amazing support.
Yeah, Sarah, I was going to ask you about that. It gives you a new perspective as a new mom, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. It really touches my heart, you know, seeing some of these little jackets, you know, these pink little girls' jacket, and thinking about the person who will get to wear that coat and stay warm at the bus stop, stay warm at school, stay warm with their family out and about. I mean, that's just, that just pulls on my heart, and I need to go get some more coats out of my closet because I want this bin to be full here.
And there's so many families in our community who are going through some tough times after with the economy being the way it is, and those donations are starting to rack up. So this is working. Sarah, thank you.
Well, and it's so important to remind you that all of the donations stay right here in our community. If you're calling from Wake County, the donation stays in Wake County. And if you're calling from Durham or Cumberland, whatever you do, that county gets that money that you donate. So pretty exciting.
And here's the number. We're at $101,324 right now. You guys are killing it right now. This is fantastic.
That is, look at how fast that climbed up. You all are doing such a great job, and you are calling. Please give us a call or go online at WRAL.com/coats. We'd love to see the support, and you still have time to help. That number, 919-595-5005. Pick up the phone right now.
Yep, and Kat Campbell's in there with the phones. Kat, it's great to see this outpouring of generosity. We need to keep those phones ringing.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We have some open phones still, so make sure to call in and donate. They just told you the number there, and we just got word over $100,000 so far. We're doing pretty good tonight, and we're thankful for the community. So I want to introduce everyone to Donald Ware. He is the PR director for the Salvation Army. You know firsthand, you are out in the community, you see the need. And how can folks donate? Are there any specifics that you need this year? I know that we have it partitioned, and you know, you can buy a hat, a scarf, and gloves, a coat. People can bring coats in. What's the big need this year?
Yeah, we generally need bigger children's sizes. So that, I would say, that's the biggest need for us. And all of those that are watching in this viewing area can also drop by their local Jiffy Lube to make a donation, or their local Salvation Army as well. But bigger kids' coat sizes are the most coats that we need.
Awesome. I'm sure that the community will deliver on that. And you all take coat donations, new or gently used coats, and they're washed by the local dry cleaning facilities that you partner with. But you also take money, and you all are really able to make that dollar go farther. Can you talk more about that and how much of a difference that makes?
Yeah, well, just like most things we do, and in this instance, coats, the best way to do it is to call, to make the call, or to go to WRAL.com and make the donation online, because then we understand the needs of the community, who needs what, and so then we're able to go out and purchase those coats.
And you're able to leave them right here in our community. And for anybody watching right now who may need a coat, or whose child may need a warm winter coat this season and is hoping to get one of these coats, how can they obtain them?
Call your local Salvation Army. So whatever area you're in, find your local Salvation Army, call them, and set up an appointment, and that's the best way to get a coat.
Well, we will make it happen for you. I think things are going great so far. The community is here for us. They're going to make it happen. What are our numbers so far? I know we had $250 a minute ago. We had a $125 donation from a teacher. I was talking to her on the phone, named Diane, a minute ago, and she was saying she sees it as a teacher firsthand, the kids coming into her classroom that need a warm winter coat. So we really hope those of you listening are able to consider donating this year.
Boy,
Yeah,
that's
very
great.
true.
You know, the teachers definitely, they see it. They see the need. We know you see the need. Even if you're just driving by a bus stop on a cold day, like it will be in the mornings in December, those children need coats. Some of them just don't have them. That's where we come in.
Yes. Your donations are going to help people where you live. When you donate in Wake County, the money stays in Wake County, and so on.
Durham County, Johnston County, those donations benefit your neighbors. That's what this is really all about. And as we head to break, let's head over to the Oakwood Waits. Let's hear from them. They're wonderful.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive a King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs.
For over 30 years, Jiffy Lube has been a proud supporter of Coats for the Children, and we want to encourage you to donate. Now through December 31st, stop by your neighborhood Jiffy Lube and drop off new or gently used coats, hats, gloves, or new toys to benefit your local Salvation Army. As a thank you for supporting this worthy cause, Jiffy Lube will present you with a coupon for a free Rain-X glass treatment on your next visit. Give back to your community with Jiffy Lube and Coats for the Children.
Here we are outside of the Salvation Army. Dan Haggerty here. Excited to hear the numbers of donations coming in, over $100,000 now. If you've been listening, we've been telling you all of the wonderful ways that you can get involved, where you can donate, how you can donate. But it's also important to talk to the people out there who are in need, the kids who need these coats. Families watching tonight, you see how much the community cares about you and how much we know the need is out there. The Salvation Army had to make a few changes to some of the donation events and how they're distributing these coats because of the pandemic. So if things have changed in your life, if you're looking for the help that the community is more than willing to give you, reach out to your local Salvation Army, reach out to them, and they'll make sure that you get the help that you need. Guys, back to you.
Great to see that out there. All right, Dan, thank you so much.
Before we wrap up the special coverage of WRAL's Coats for the Children Day of Giving, let's check in one more time with Kat Campbell at the phone bank.
Kat, you've just got a few more minutes left to donate over the phone, and we just took a $500 donation over here. We had a $250 donation just a minute ago. We have Allie with the Salvation Army. She's taking your calls here. Joe Fisher over here. You had what, 200 a minute ago?
We're on the phone right now. We have a $125 donation right now from Cheryl Griffin.
There you have it. So the numbers are adding up, and you've just got a few minutes left. Let's finish strong, folks. We know that we can do it, meet the need in our local community. We also want to mention WRAL's Nights of Lights partners with community organizations, and one of the three organizations this year is the Salvation Army. So WRAL's Nights of Lights has donated over $4,000 in ticket sales so far this season, and we hope that these numbers just keep adding up. We really want to make sure everyone has has a warm coat this holiday season. And remember, it really does get cold in North Carolina. We average 71 mornings with temperatures at or below freezing around the triangle each year. So we want to make sure everyone has a way to stay warm this season. We've got good numbers coming in so far. There are 2 phones that are not answered right now. So call in. We've got a little bit of time left, and we hope that we can meet the need this year. Gerald and Deborah.
I see everybody on the phone. That's a good sign. And Joe Fisher taking in those donations online. And it's fun to be part of this. You and I have been doing this for many years.
A lot of years. And, that magic number is always something that we strive for. So it's $125 this year. And that will outfit a child from head to toe for the wintertime. So that is why you're hearing folks like Joe, when people are making a donation, you're hearing that number, $125. And it's just a way to be able to make sure that we can completely outfit the child, because the coat alone will cost $50. You've been to the store. You know how much that it costs to be able to put your children in coats, and they grow out of them so fast. So
and we have Christmas coming up, and if a family can have something like Coats for the Children provide a winter coat, that's money they can put toward toys for their children and just kind of round out the whole holiday season for their family.
Well, and we couldn't do this without our community stepping in to help us. We now have CEO of WellCare North Carolina, Troy Hildreth, joining us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Tell us about why you wanted WellCare to be a part of this tonight.
Well, we recognize that our members have many challenges beyond just healthcare, including kids who may not have a warm winter coat to wear. So, what WRAL is doing in the Salvation Army, so inspiring. We just wanted to be a part of it.
Troy, our corporate partners make this thing work. People like you, your company, Chiesi, who we spoke to earlier in the broadcast. We thank you, but the people at home are going to benefit from this, won't be able to thank you directly. What would you say directly to them from your company this holiday season?
Yeah, well, I would say take the opportunity to participate, to donate to the program, and seek out other ways to contribute in the community. We see need all over, and so getting involved, whether it's financially or through volunteering, is so important. So I would recommend just get involved any way you can.
Well, I see you have a check here, so tell us about this.
Well, we're just pleased to provide financial support to the program. We've talked with our associates, we've raised money, we're collecting coats, and just a small contribution to the overall effort. So we're pleased to contribute this.
Well, this is going to go a long way.
It sure will. Great. Thank you, Troy, so much. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right. We want to thank you all for your support. You've opened your hearts, and your generosity is so appreciated once again this year.
You are making such a big difference in the lives of the people in our community right now. Look at this, $112,093. That is fantastic.
And we're not done yet. You can keep giving. Go online, WRAL.com/coats. You can make a secure donation. Scan the code that we'll put up on the screen throughout the holidays.
Thank you so much for making this holiday a warm one for those in need.